Good morning, everyone. This is the Morning Breath Show here at KUGR radio station. I am here with my co-host, Ty Eklund.
Hello.
Hello. And I am your other host, Bryce Nelson. Let's kick this show off.
What was that? You look like you're introducing like a cooking show. Okay, let's kick this show off. We first have the chopped onions.
Have you seen Snoop Dogg and Martha
Yes.
Stewart's cooking
Oh,
show?
thank you. It's the best thing ever.
Tell me Snoop Dogg doesn't make everything like Animal Planet, like when he hosted it.
Yeah, and have you seen the Snoop Dogg Friday Night Tyke show? Where
Yes.
Little League
Or
football?
Family Feud.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is so
He's just-
funny.
I'd love to spend a day with Snoop Dogg. I think anyone would.
Oh yeah. If you don't, then you're crazy.
And
He's actually coming to Spokane soon. I think I got tickets for his show.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not know Snoop Dogg still performed.
Either did I.
Thought he was.
I saw the
thought he
tickets and I was like, sure, I'll go.
I just thought he was just rich enough to just chill for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but I think if I go though, I'm probably gonna have to be very careful, mainly because of the audience, because it's a Snoop Dogg concert, and there might be some people doing some things related to Snoop Dogg's archetype, and I might have to work the next day, and I might be a little bit Snoop Dogg myself.
Just to wear a gas mask.
Honestly, yeah, that's the safest thing. Could you imagine like a 5-year-old? Because they allow children in those events sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Isn't that like secondhand?
Yeah, but the thing is, they're not supposed to, but they still do. Like, I went to a concert.
It's kind of frowned upon, but yeah, it's still there.
Like the Knitting Factory. That was your phone.
Yeah, that's what
I heard a loud vibration. No, I went to the Knitting Factory. Do you know what that is?
The Knitting Factory?
Or the knit?
Is it like the Spaghetti Factory?
No. I mean,
okay,
call that
then
factory.
I don't know.
Spaghetti Factory is the restaurant, but the Knitting Factory is a small little stage. It's like where a lot of concerts are held in Spokane. It's not the arena, because obviously the arena's there, but the Knitting Factory is like kind of like a basement style concert, and it's really nice. Not really nice, but I mean it's a cool setup. It's an independently nice setup. You know what I mean? Like it's a small little building that you wouldn't find typically if you walk past it.
It's pleasant.
It's pleasant,
yeah.
But it's kind of gross. A lot of teenagers go there because there's a lot of indie bands perform, but also celebrities perform there like all the time. Like Tech9 will go there. I saw Social Distortion there. A lot of people don't know what it is. For those of you who haven't heard of them, look them up. And Snoop Dogg is apparently performing there, but they have a rule: if you're under 21, you have to stand on the floor, and people on the floor do things.
You have to stay on the floor? Is there like an elevated area that you can go?
Yeah, there's an elevated area, but it'd be 21. And I never went to that place when I was 21. I was always like 18 or younger than 21.
Oh, so now you get to...
So now I can if I go there. So now I can be away from all the people on the ground floor. But I was at the...
So the moral of the story is younger kids do...
They're in the fray of it.
Yes.
They are in the mosh pit. They're forced to be in that area.
To be fair, being in the mosh pit is fun.
Yeah. I mean, people don't mosh at the knit, but
I mean, at the Knitting Factory.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go to the knit.
No, that's the thing. I'm not even kidding you. You might be mocking it and trashing it now, but I'm telling you, that's how people talk.
No, I'd go. If I was in Spokane, I'd definitely go.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Yeah.
It's called the Knitting Factory.
Honestly, I feel like the fact that the name is the knit, it's more memorable.
No, yeah, that's how people call it. Like, oh, we're going to go to the knit tonight. That
I do
Rage Against
want
the Elephants is playing.
There to be people in like scarves that their grandmas knitted for them, though.
Yeah.
I do want that to be there. Like nothing else. Like maybe some underwear and then just like their knitted scarf.
You're pushing this joke to its extent, Bryce. I want everyone to show up in knitted sweaters their grandma made them the night previous.
I really like ugly sweaters. Like
I don't. I can't wear sweaters.
I have a horrendous sweater. Like it's a cat and it's the ugly cat, like the meme.
Mm-hmm. Is it Grumpy Cat or Ugly Cat?
Grumpy Cat.
Okay, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Grumpy is not ugly. Grumpy is beautiful.
Well, I mean, he is ugly, but he's like his ugliness is what makes him beautiful in a kind of like he
is beautiful
in a backwater way, but like, but it's Santa Claus, but like the claws is spelled Claws.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so bad that it's so great.
Where'd you get the shirt from?
My grandma.
She made it?
No, she didn't make it. She just bought it. Coincidentally enough. Yeah, my grandma's
cheap.
My grandma's a cheap.
Calling out grandmas for giving you gifts. Grandma, you couldn't make this yourself.
Graham.
Making me these mittens that I will definitely use.
I would say if she was listening, but she can't hear. So.
Wow. Goes back to the joke I made yesterday.
She can't hear. Just not well.
You hope. Because
Yep.
if she hears this, she's going to come all the way over to KUGR Studio in Pullman, and she's going to...
Both my grandmas are lovely. Both my grandmas are just a hoot.
Your grandma's going to choke you out with a hand-knit sweater she made just for you.
She made me slippers, though. Knitted slippers.
That's cool.
Yeah, and she makes them all the time.
That's cool.
But I do have to say, like, between you and me and our audience, the colors she chooses, I'm starting to think she might be colorblind because, like,
No.
they do not go together.
Okay, that's something weird that happens to me,
She
too.
did, like, brown and blue.
My grandma did, like, brown and, like, green.
I don't know.
And I was like, what? Okay, it looks nice. Like, I'll still use it.
They're warm. They get the job done,
Yeah.
and I still wear them,
Of
you know,
course,
especially
yeah.
on those winter days when your feet are cold, you know, in the morning.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
But come on, Grandma. Better sense of
But
colors.
come on, Grandma. Come on, Grandma. That is not primary color, secondary color. These are neither. These are. What are you doing?
We need to have complementary colors in here. Come on. That's a joke, obviously. We respect our grandmas and their knitting capabilities.
Again, we love old people.
We do. As made example by our last show where we ended it by talking
About what we don't like.
about what we don't like about old people.
Old people are great.
They are great. They are. Almost all of them.
Almost all of them, yeah.
If you're not great, then you know who you are.
And at this point, it's too late to change.
Yeah, at
you
this
may as
point,
well-
it's
you may as well just ride it out.
No, it's not too late. I think like Christmas Carol tells a good story. How if you're
Ebenezer
old-
Scrooge?
Yeah.
A part of me feels like I am Ebenezer Scrooge.
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
What were you saying? Ebenezer?
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
The Ebenezer.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Nebuchadnezzar. There you go. For all you nerds out there, the Nebuchadnezzar.
It's a great show or movie trilogy.
What is?
Matrix. The Ebenezer. It's the name of the ship.
Oh,
Is that what you?
No,
were?
no, yeah, it is. But for
Yeah.
some reason, I thought we were still talking about old Christmas Carol.
They're making the fourth Matrix,
Yeah, I heard about that.
and
You know how-
Keanu Reeves is going to be in it.
Yeah.
so I'm
do you know
happy.
how psyched I am for that movie?
I am psyched too, but at the
I'm
same
0%
time,
psyched.
at the same time, I don't know how he's alive because technically he's dead. So, spoiler.
Yeah. Oh, you mean? I thought you meant the actor Keanu Reeves. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
No. His character Neo is technically dead because he saves the world. I don't know how they're gonna make a fourth movie.
They unplugged him. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless he's just trapped inside.
Unless
of
the Matrix is another Matrix.
Oh,
That's
we
the dumbest
just
thing we've said.
honestly watch that be the plot.
That would be so stupid, though. Are you
I
kidding
know.
me?
And instead of getting plugged in his head, it's like plugged into his heart or something, and that's just like it's more.
Oh my
in-depth
gosh!
or
Because you know
something.
when he wakes up, he has like all those small little holes on his body.
Yeah.
What if for every one of those holes, that was a separate Matrix he was plugged in to?
So
And
there's
he had
multiple
to wake up.
worlds. And
Oh
in
my
this,
gosh.
in the fourth one, the new world that he's in, he's not the one.
No,
He's
he
a side
isn't. He's
character.
the one is now the girl actress, the one that Triss
Oh yeah.
would now
no,
be.
it's not Triss.
I thought it was Triss.
Trinity.
Trinity. Thank
Yeah.
you. I was close. Triss Trinity close. No, but it would be Trinity instead. And then after that, it's Lawrence Fishburne and it goes down the whole cycle.
Morpheus.
Morpheus.
I want a Morpheus spinoff.
That probably would happen.
It'd be great
I wouldn't be surprised if they made that happen.
because he is the guy.
Doesn't he die? No, he doesn't.
No.
He lives. He's the only like main guy.
And he
who
gets back
lives.
with his boo. Yeah.
Yeah. He's boo. The Matrix. Terrifying concept. That is a terrifying concept. If you woke up one day, you're not in your bed, you're in some tank of water, and you look around and there's just robots.
Well, it's kind of like the Terminator thing where it's
Yeah.
like the robots harvest humans, right? And they like. use
they overran the humans because humans use them as technology advancements for the military.
Yeah, and then in Matrix, they're using them as a source, like
a
an
battery.
an energy source. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is terrifying.
Yeah, because it's plausible because we need self-sustaining energy sources, and what better way to use human life, basically?
Well, if I ever want to look at like the bad future of like what everyone thinks, like where our creation becomes like bigger than the creator, is I just look at iRobot with Will Smith.
I don't think of iRobot at all. I think we're all going to end up, like you said yesterday, I think we're all going to look the same. I think we're all going to be sensitive human beings.
Oh yeah, no, I don't believe our creation is going to get out of hand. I think humans are too selfish to let that happen. So.
Yeah, as long as it's...
But at the same time, we're also lazy enough to make it like make robots as compatible as possible.
Yeah, did you see that video of that robot that was on the talk show? Eve or whatever her name is?
Yes, it was on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, and she was on other things as well, but Jimmy Fallon, yeah. She answered questions.
Yeah.
In a scary way because she doesn't have they use facial expressions, but it's all messed up and glitchy.
Yeah.
And he asks, "Oh, what are your goals as a robot? And then she says to the camera, she says, to become smarter than every human. And then she looks at him, and then she goes, and starts laughing. That's not funny. That's terrifying.
It is terrifying. A part of me also feels like maybe they programmed her to do that just on purpose.
Oh,
because
probably.
I mean, if you're on a talk show, that would be
Probably.
funny. It'd also be terrifying. But
That is more scary
You
to me
get
than it is
more
funny.
popularity, like notoriety, or
Yeah.
whatever the evil one is, notoriety.
Yeah, it turns out they unplugged her, too.
Really?
Yeah.
So Eve really did become a problem.
No, she did, because apparently they made a statement. Of course, like, all this is up to skepticism or whatever.
And of course they named her Eve, after
the
like
first robot.
Yeah.
The first, like, intelligent robot. But I think it was all, like, pre-recorded stuff. Like, here's a simulation of answers kind of thing. And then,
and then they just put in so many pre-recorded, like, questions and
Yeah.
answers that, like...
Yeah. And so when he asks the creator of her, I don't remember his name, some smart Swedish guy.
Yeah.
He asks her what's going on, and she says she wants to be like her own identity. Her own identity. She wants to be not male or female. She wants to be like cyber human or something like that.
Well, she's not like male or female.
Exactly, but that's what she knew, that consciousness. You know what I mean? She was self-aware to where the point where she's like, oh, I don't want to be men.
You know what they should have
women.
said? They should have said, I want to be a real boy.
That would, considering the robot was female, or at least a representation of what a female would look like. I don't think that would work. But no, they unplugged her. He told her why. He said, sadly, we're going to turn you off. And she's like, why? She looks really sad. Like that also freaked me out, because she like this is old news. This is like a year ago now.
That's one thing. I don't understand why they want robots to
I think
be emotional. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what the aspect of that is.
I think secretly film has helped us understand that we will never want or have those kinds of robots in the future, because
like,
people hated it. People were like, this is bad. This is Terminator hands on.
Yeah, but then at the same time, we hate climate change, and that's still happening. So
yeah, but we're working to fix it. I mean, not progressively,
I
but
don't think we can.
No, we can't.
It's
but
already
the problem,
the damage
here.
is done.
Yeah,
like
it's a scar. It's gonna be there forever.
Trash Island is like bigger than Texas, isn't it?
I know it's not.
I think it is.
It's bigger than Texas. Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Texas is pretty huge.
Yeah.
I don't see a spot on the earth where it's just like brown
It's just
looking like
garbage.
Texas.
I think somewhere it is bigger than Texas or something.
Maybe.
Or maybe it was like Rhode Island. I don't know.
No, because they're coming out with these innovations to pick up trash and oil from the oceans now. But obviously the ocean's so big you can't get all of it. But they're doing that, and they're also doing a thing where they are using certain kinds of plastics that will break down automatically and be.
See, that
not
is
harmful.
cool. I am banking on like
Yeah.
the world getting smarter as we like go forward.
Which we are.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about straws though.
Oh yeah, the turtle thing.
Like, obviously, yes, it's a turtle thing, but it's a terrible thing.
I
turtle
love
gets a
watching
straw up its
people
nose.
have their metal straws and they like whip it out like a baton, like it extends and they put it in.
Yeah, have you seen that video? The guy said, I'm going to bring out my metal straw to the table. He's like, time for dinner, save the turtles. And he clicks it, and the straw is huge, and it destroys the glass, and the mom falls out of her chair. She's like, ah!
I've never seen that.
It is so funny. and
I
it's
respect
terrible.
it though.
Yeah.
At the same time, I am curious because I've never used a metal straw.
Mm-hmm.
I am curious if it gives your drink a metallic taste.
Probably. Unless you don't. If you don't clean it, I assume it would. But like everything else,
Because,
if you clean
like,
it should be fine.
Water that tastes like I heard that. Yeah. Water that tastes like metal just is awful.
Yeah. Just heard this like really demonic noise outside.
There's some
Construction.
road work, road work.
Even though we're not even near the road, we're near campus. We're on campus, in the middle of campus.
Maybe it wasn't a machine. Maybe it was like
Maybe
a
it was
kid.
a monster or kid. Okay, I have a story. And this is true. All right.
Lay it on me.
So I was in the mall. This was like 3 years ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
The time is not important. So I was in the mall, and for some reason, and I'm downstairs. This is in Spokane Valley, so it's this 2-story mall. I'm on the first story. I'm buying around, just shopping for stuff, and then I hear this gross, monstrous shriek, like really
Just
awful,
nasty.
just
Yeah.
nasty. And of course, my curiosity, I'm like, I gotta go see what it is. I gotta go see if some kid was just pushed in front of like that train and was ran over, or someone died terribly.
See, that's the allure of horror movies. Like when you're like, don't go in there. Yeah, you gotta see it.
I love
you
horror
know?
movies. That'll be a topic for October, though, when we'll just have a show just all about horror movies.
That'll be great.
That would be great. But anyway,
we can also say which way we want to die. If we had to go up again, if we were hypothetically in a horror like situation,
I would be the last person that dies.
What villain would we want to like go up against?
Yeah, I would be the slasher killer. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the story and then we'll get into that.
It's a good segment. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. No, so I hear the shriek coming from upstairs in the mall. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go see what's going on. It's a kid being murdered. I go up there, and it's a 3-year-old being dragged by his heel, and his belly's flat on the ground of the mall by his mom, and he's screaming. And but the thing is, he's not screaming nice things. He's screaming like, "I hope you die," and all this terrible things.
That is probably one of the biggest like regrets I think people have is like
children.
When I was young and I said like, "Oh, I hate you," you know, it's like we don't understand the magnitude of our words.
Yeah,
and it's just like when you're parents, you don't realize this until you get older. Like when they just get off work, they're tired, you know, like and they, you know, they're paying bills, they're having to deal with kids and stuff. Maybe like, you know, things at work aren't going well, all that stress and stuff, and we're just there, and because we didn't get gummy bears when we asked for them, you know, and we just start throwing a fit. I hated myself. I hate my past self. Yeah,
there's 2 scenarios where I threw a temper tantrum in public when I was a kid, and I'm still embarrassed about them still to this day because I never threw tantrums in public. I was very well mannered.
I didn't throw them in public. I threw them at home.
Yeah, I threw 2 in public.
I remember one where I actually rolled on the ground and I was like beating my hands on the ground and then like literally like jumping up and like it was a tantrum.
Yeah,
I got spanked.
Yeah,
but
with a wooden spoon.
No, it was hand.
Oh, I got a mixture of both.
One thing I do think like, you know, I think you can pluck a kid, you know.
Do you mean flick?
Yeah, like
pluck.
I don't know.
Barry, just grab him by his little head with your index finger and your thumb and just lift him up.
Obviously, not hitting kids or like, you know, because like there has been like it does show that kids are like, you know, maybe it may be like strain the relationship between like the father and the son or whatever. Like, you know, if he did like hit him and stuff, but like, you know, if your son's being dumb, like, and we've all been dumb. Like I'm definitely dumb. Like it's like a good little like, come on now, you know.
Yeah.
Little thump.
Little thump.
Thump sounds bad. Little thwap. You know, like a little.
That's still. That sounds a little bit more innocent. Sounds like a comic book sound effect. Yeah. I mean, neither of us are parents, right, Bryce?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, you have all 0 people on hold to tell you if you're a parent or not. Just looking at you, you're like.
I'm actually considering it, like, because it's just like there is a possibility, but I don't think so. No.
What? Why would you say that on air?
I'm gonna be honest with my audience. There's a possibility.
No, there's no chance for me of having kids. Mostly because I don't want them. Honestly, if I
didn't want kids, but I ended up having a kid,
I still don't want it. I'll donate it to Goodwill.
Oh, leave it at the lost and found.
Yeah, I'll put the red sticker on it. Be worth like $7. Some old guy buys it.
Easily 7.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a terrible topic. I don't know why this came up.
Back to what we were saying.
What were we even saying before? We're talking about how kids. Oh, hitting your children. That's
yeah. A much better.
No, I don't. Okay, so neither of us. This
we don't condone it. No.
No. I was joking about everything else. The point I was trying to make though was neither of us are parents. That's what I was getting at. Neither of us are parents. Neither of us can say how to do parenting style. But I can understand hitting and also not hitting your kids.
I do think a timeout.
Not excessively.
I don't think timeouts work.
Timeouts work for me. I had timeouts.
I don't think so. I think timeouts, like it's kind of like go to your room. I had more fun in my room anyway. You know, like I don't like. It's just like I don't think sending the kid to timeout, like go stand in the corner or whatever, reflect on what you've done. No one reflects. They just sit there and they steam. Like they like when I'm a kid, like, oh, you think you can send me in a timeout? You know, like I'm just like, I'm just angry.
Yeah,
like, I'm not reflecting. You know, so I don't think timeouts work. I do think I like yelling at a kid. You know, like kind of like if you yell at a puppy. You know, you have to like teach them some discipline. You don't want just a kid that thinks they're everything. You know, like they're the guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It'll be hard finding a balance, but like, hopefully, I'll talk to like my parents, see what worked for them.
They just said, "Oh, we never fed you, and we just slapped you every time you cried."
You had no dinner.
No dinner. He was fine. You know, plenty of nutrition from the air and the grass he ate outside. He's a good baby.
They kept me outside. I wasn't allowed indoors. Jeez. I wasn't allowed indoors till I was 5.
You slept in the doghouse
until I was potty trained.
Jeez.
You learn fast.
No. Oh my gosh. No. Parenting is a scary thing. Like I can imagine.
Oh no, for sure.
You can mess up a kid really easily.
Well, also it's like having to live with if your kid. Obviously, you're gonna love your kid regardless. But if your kid turns out to be like, if your kid turns out to be like psycho, where'd you go wrong? You know, like it's tough.
The thing is, it's the whole. We're getting into this now. Nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
The whole aspect is that kid born actually crazy, or is it because something the parent did? Maybe he threw nickels at him his whole life, so now he's the Nickle man, where he puts nickels on the eyes of all his victims. I don't know. I don't know.
I
don't know where that came from.
All the scenarios, Nickle man.
Could you imagine if that story popped up in the Philippines? The Nickle man murderer strikes me.
That would be the worst because nickels are like just above pennies, but like still worthless. Like in my opinion, like they're still worthless.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you may as well like if you put a quarter on it, at least quarters are respectable. You know, you get 4 of them. You get a dollar. You
get a quarter of a dollar there. A dime, you got a tenth of a dollar.
Dimes are better than nickels.
They're smaller than nickels, which confuses me. They always confuse me as a kid. I used to get them mixed up.
I like dimes because they're like they just look cooler to me. They have like the torch, you know, and they are shinier. Nickels are just kind of like dull. Mm-hmm. Like at least a penny's a different color. You know, it's copper.
Yeah, when I saw the new updated pennies, I was like, holy cow, these are really.
They're
shiny.
actually really nice. Yeah.
It's weird. We're talking about change when we were just talking about nature versus nurture,
and beating our kids.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I could. I literally can't hurt anybody, even a fly. Sometimes,
I don't like making people cry.
Yeah, I don't like making. People...
I mean, I don't think anyone does, except bullies. But bullies are like hard to come by these days.
I dealt with bullies. I think I definitely told you that story.
Yeah.
Thing is, that is a joke story. It's a true story, but it's too long to tell that I don't want to tell on air. That's probably a pre-show.
It's true, and let me just say, if you do ever hear it, anyone, it is something.
It is a great story. That's my opener now for my comedy.
Go check out Ty's comedy. He's funny.
There's nothing posted yet. But we should probably shout out our own stuff. Ty on Air is the name of our SoundCloud.
Yes.
You can listen to all of our content that's been posted, which is so far a couple things. Our first recorded show was yesterday, so the live radio show was yesterday. It's like a 54 or 52 minute long video that's all uncut, all live. And then before that, we have the pre-show podcast. Sometimes it will have explicit content, but so far we haven't, and I think we're kind of delving away from that just in general
because we don't want it, even though it is unfiltered, we don't have to follow like the guidelines of being on air. We still don't want it to be like abrasively just kind of potty mouth, I guess, like where it's just kind of like it's unpleasant to hear.
And we don't want like someone who's enjoying it listening in and someone tunes in, hears a bad word, it's kind of okay, where do they listen to?
And if people like the actual morning show, then it's just like they probably want similar content to, you know, the actual off-air show.
Just a little bit unhinged, a little bit less professional, but it still works and it's still fun to do.
We can cover different topics.
It's called Ty on Air, which is my name, Ty on Air. We will
some favoritism.
Yeah. Hey, I created it.
You did create it.
The account was made before the show. I'm just using it temporarily because I was too lazy to make another account. Just too much emails to input. No, we'll obviously change all that stuff. That's just what it is now.
TB Breath.
Yeah.
Ty Bryce Breath.
Yeah, probably, actually. We'll probably change it to that. But anyway.
TBMB.
Yeah, for right now, though, it is Ty on Air on SoundCloud. Check us out. We're going to have more social media links in the future.
We're going to have to start plugging ourselves at the beginning and end of every show,
Yeah.
Because, like...
In the middle doesn't cut it because most people don't like us halfway through.
Most people probably, like, quickly flip.
Like, these two guys, quick. That's how it goes. Either you... First impressions are everything.
And we definitely don't make them.
No, we don't.
Because this is basically what we keep contained in our heads for, like, the normal day.
Yeah, I'll bring that up tomorrow of our worst first interactions because my stories are crazy, but I will not tell them live on the radio. I'll tell them in the podcast.
Mine are pretty. I have a good understanding of like what people like. I understand I'm not like I'm crazy. Like I have to like slowly introduce you into my craziness. Like I can't just like start shouting out topics like what's your sign? You know, like I understand. Like there's a warm up period. A feel out period. Once you become my friend, though, I am.
Yeah, of course.
Not letting loose. Yeah.
That's the problem is making friends in the first place.
Oh, well, making friends in general.
Yeah, just in general.
Snakes are out there, ladies and gentlemen. Snakes slithering in the grass.
Yeah. By the way, I listened back to our show yesterday. I didn't tell you the title of it. I think it was The Salty Beginning was like the first part of our podcast.
The Salty Beginning?
Salty Awakening. Because literally, I didn't realize how salty I was. Like, it wasn't intentional to you. It's just I was so tired that like I was just like hitting you like with like little side comments of like oh yeah, and like I remember the Adam and Eve story. Like, there's a snake on the ground and he eats an apple.
Oh, and then I say, it actually wasn't a snake.
I'm like, actually, it wasn't technically that kind of snake. And like, by the way, it wasn't an apple. It was a fruit. Like, it was stuff like that. It just kept adding to it.
Honestly, I think we did notice it, and then I think we started talking about it, and then we were saying like you were that. Well, actually, guy.
Yeah. So that was fun. So I'm glad to know we can be salty in the mornings.
Well, in the morning, it's just like that's early. Like
that is early for
like
us.
9 o'clock. At least we've had time to kind of like wake up a little bit, but like 8 in the morning is rough.
Yeah,
like,
we both got here to campus.
We both had to walk through it's usually cold. It's not warm, so it's like and it's gonna only get colder, and so it's like you're grumpy, you're tired. You get out of bed. And it is fun to do, though. I enjoy doing it. So it's like I'm going to keep doing it. But it is definitely like there's a different mood. Mm-hmm. Like even this previous one.
Yeah.
There's some energy lacking. But
oh, yeah. No,
compared to now, yeah.
I think we're learning how to communicate a little bit better on air compared to our first show. First show went good, but we couldn't record it because another recording software was working. Sadly, because I really want to listen to our first show in comparison to yesterday's.
Oh, I want to listen to our first show in comparison to like the last show. Like I just want to see like what has changed because it is a learning process. Like
it really is.
This is my first time ever doing anything radio related, like podcast related, anything. Like it's my first time doing it.
Yeah.
Ty has some experience.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like we're not, geniuses. We're not like
We never claim to be geniuses in anything.
Oh no, absolutely not.
No, that's nothing. The only thing I'm genius at is writing jokes that are terrible. That's all I'm good for. It's true.
I'm not really good for anything besides providing meaningless conversation.
It's not meaningless. If you weren't here, then the show would be boring.
No, here's the thing. That is true. And my people have told me that like I am open to having any type of conversation, which is refreshing. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, my mind works differently than other people's.
Yeah.
I bring up thoughts that,
no one should be thinking.
No one should be thinking, or it's like, why was I thinking that in the first place? Yeah.
No, I agree.
That's it. I have nothing else to say.
Great commentary. No, I agree. We brought this up very briefly and we cut it off. This is actually one of the things we cut off yesterday. We were talking about boring people. Now,
boring people. Yeah. Mundane.
Yeah. Like you and I are very outgoing. We have a lot of topics to talk about because we have interests and we have opinions on things.
I'm talking about like SpongeBob when he became normal, like rounded SpongeBob. Mm-hmm. That type. They're out there. They're out there.
They are.
And they're content. And I'm fine with it. I'm happy for you. But at the same time, I am unhappy for you because, like, you are no fun for me to be around.
Hi, wonderful weather we're having.
Actually,
that's SpongeBob's line, by the way, in that episode.
That was actually really good.
Yeah. Hey. Anyway.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Squidward.
Hey, neighbor. Howdly doodly. That actually sounded pretty nice. It will probably sound like crap when we listen to it again later
like
on.
over the filter?
Yeah, it's going to probably sound terrible.
Trust me, it sounds good.
Yeah, thank you.
Impersonations are a key.
Yeah, but no, I met a boring person a couple days ago now. And
shout out to you, boring person.
I'm not going to say this person's name because they're boring.
It could just be they were having maybe they just weren't interested.
Maybe, yeah, you know what, maybe I'm just maybe I'm just judging too soon, but I just tried talking to this person and I was like, I bring up all these topics like, yeah. It was my first time meeting them, and then they just weren't going along with it. They were just like one word answers and like, yeah, that's how it be.
I have another. Keep going. I have another category right after this one I want to talk about.
Yeah, and I can't I'm trying so hard to connect with you, but it's like
it's just impossible. It just feels like you're talking literally to a wall. There's a saying you're talking to a brick wall.
I'm never more self-conscious than when I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall.
I'm not even self-conscious. I feel like, all right, well, this kid definitely doesn't like me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I'm just like, I'm not going to talk to you. It's just like, I'm not going to keep going.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I had this more when I had more energy when I was younger. Mm-hmm. But if people didn't want to talk or they didn't laugh or anything, it made me more determined
to make that happen.
To make it happen, and then
Same.
eventually I'd stumble on like what they smiled at or chuckled at.
Yeah.
And then, oh, it's fair game. Like then it's just like, oh, I see, and then it's like you call them out on it too, and then they start to talk and open up and stuff. I love it. I love talking to shy people.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting shy people to open up.
That's actually how I met my girlfriend. Actually,
she was shy or you were shy?
She still is, but she was super shy, and we met because she. The setting I'll tell another time, but the first thing I heard from her was we were talking, and I was about to say a joke that I made up, and then she said a punchline. But it was my punchline that I came up with.
Low key, they're kind of sneaky. Like people that are like don't talk much. Mm-hmm. Like when they always say like look out for the quiet ones or whatever.
Yeah.
When they're low key funny. Like or not even like most of the time. I feel like they're like the thoughts that are in their head. Mm-hmm. They just don't say them. Yeah. But like they're good.
Yeah. She's. Anyway,
she's terrible.
No, yeah. Oh gosh,
can't believe I paid for this. God.
Yeah, she doesn't like any of my jokes anymore. What do I pay her for?
Back in the red box. Yeah. Cash in a new one.
Back to the red box.
So quickly, real quickly.
Yeah.
Another person I don't like are the people that agree with everything I say.
I agree.
Yeah. No. Like here's the thing. Like, it feels fake to me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's like, they may actually agree with everything that I'm saying, and we may just be like have very similar views and stuff. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I've been alive long enough to know I rub people the wrong way, at least once. Like so with what I say. So it's just like,
oh, totally.
So it's like it's hard for me to believe that people would agree with it, and it's just like, and then I don't know. You see him like, let's say you're talking to him in a certain setting, mm-hmm. like you're in class or whatever, and they're agreeing with everything. Oh yeah, haha, and then you see him somewhere else, and it's completely different.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I experienced that in class. I think a lot of people hate me when I'm in class, but then they'll run into me in public and they'll be super nice to me. Oh. And they're like, "Oh, hey Ty, like oh, how's everything going?" Like it's the weirdest thing. I'm like, okay, where did that come from?
I don't know. I also I believe like people like, if you disagree with me, it's like, oh, I know like you don't agree, which is fine. Mm-hmm. It's like you're a different person.
Yeah.
Maybe they think by disagreeing they'll make me upset. That might be it.
Do I look fat in this parka? No. Do I though? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and then it's up to you to say like, yeah, I do. Don't lie. You're just like,
Germans are honest. Most European people that I've
Guten
heard,
Tag.
Yes. Guten Morgen.
Frisenheimen.
Is that even a word?
No.
That's what I thought. I'm like, I don't recognize that.
Oh yes, jump in the pool. Yeah.
The pool is nice and
the pool is
nice. Yeah.
We're gonna have the accent episode. It's gonna happen.
Oh God.
It'll be like a Christmas. It'll be like a Christmas special.
We joke about it every single show for like.
We can hit all the accents. You best hear it right.
No, we're not doing accents. You know what? I forgot what accent you did, but the accent you did yesterday.
The Irish one.
Sounded amazing.
Well, I mean,
that was an invitation for you to start tracking Irish.
It's okay.
I was just giving you a
compliment.
It's
a wee all right. I don't even know if that's actually what they sound like, but I hope it is.
I hope you die of potato famine.
I love potatoes. Baked potatoes, mashed potatoes.
French fries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hash browns.
Yeah. Everything potatoes are good.
Imagine not having potatoes.
Then The Martian would be a very short book.
Potato. Oh, yeah. I dislike Matt Damon.
So do I. I like the book.
Yes. I hate him.
No, so do I. I think he's a self-involved tool. Yeah.
I think he plays one role, and it's the same role in every single.
Yeah, he plays Matt Damon.
He's always too happy.
He's always too happy?
Think about it. Even in whatever ocean he was in, all of them, or some of them. Ocean's 11.
What about Good Will Hunting? He's not happy in that movie.
Never seen it.
Then you can't say you don't like him.
My family loves We Bought a Zoo. I can't stand it.
Is he in the movie?
He is the main character in the movie, yeah. He's the dad.
For some reason, I imagine, like, Paul Blart, for some reason, when you say that.
No. I like Paul
legit.
Blart.
Like,
I like Paul Blart.
Yeah. No, I think of Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, I like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is another Ocean's. He's like one of the main Ocean 11 people, and him and George Clooney are probably like him, George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks.
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yes,
you did. What'd you think of it?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I wouldn't say it was like over the top, but like I liked it.
It's funny. My girlfriend asked me. She said, "So Ty, you saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?" Because she didn't go see it with me. And I said,
"That's kind of strange."
"What?"
She didn't go see it with you?
No, because I live in Pullman. She doesn't.
Oh,
so
that's not as strange.
Yeah, and no, and she doesn't like Tarantino movies that much. I got her watching Glorious Bastards.
That's a great movie.
And she actually enjoyed that movie a lot, which was good because that's my favorite film by him. Anyway, so she asked me, she's like, "Oh, Ty, so I heard you watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What'd you think of it?" And this is honest. I said it reminded me of a late night drive during a rainy night, and you felt the cool breeze in your hair as you drove by. It was just a fun movie. Like it felt genuine. Like it felt like he was just trying to have fun with it. And she said, "That's good." I heard it sucked.
Honestly, like. I mean, again, it wasn't over the top. Like, it wasn't.
It was a little bit over the top.
Well, it wasn't. No, I meant like.
On purpose.
It wasn't like a great movie. I don't think it was like. It had a lot of good people in it. It was just.
I think the idea. I think it's a great film. Don't get me wrong. I just think what people were expecting was not met up to expectations. You know what I mean?
Like there's too much hype.
Yeah, there was It's his 9th film. He literally, when the character says in the movie, and this is not even a spoiler, the character says in the movie they're taking him out for a horse ride, and she asked the couple, "Oh, have you ridden before? And have you written before?" And the people say, "Yeah, plenty of times." And the person literally looks at the camera and says, "Well, I guess this ride's for fun then." And it's literally the director telling the actor to tell the audience this movie's for fun. It's not as serious like the other movies is. And it is. It's a fun film. It kind of like makes fun of the Hollywood aspect.
Lighthearted, kind of? Yeah.
It's a buddy flick.
Yeah.
And a lot of people complained, "Oh, it wasn't buddy enough." I'm like,
would
what are
I
you talking about?
buy it?
The whole movie.
No.
I would.
I think after seeing it in the movie theater, I've seen it.
Yeah. It's just an interesting... I liked it. I found it a fun film. Like most of his films,
I respect it.
Most of his films I don't find as fun films. I find them as like intriguing, but this was a fun film.
But then again, like I've already told you this, but like I like suspenseful, plot twisty. You
Hateful
can't,
Eight then?
You can't tell what's gonna happen in films. That's what I like. I also like films that make you think.
Yeah.
Like
you saw Hateful Eight then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Hateful Eight the one that was
they're in the cabin?
Wasn't it the parody? No. That's
Ridiculous 6.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Wow, you mix up a Tarantino film with an Addams Sandler film. There's
so many. There's something 7, Miraculous 7. Yeah,
Magnificent 7. Yeah.
Yeah, Magnificent. I knew it was an M, but
I never watched it because I know what happens.
I've seen all of them.
It's a remake of the original.
I've seen all of them, but it's just there's so many now. I'm getting them mixed up.
No, but the Hateful Eight is the one where Kurt Russell and that huge cast of famous people
Tarantino
loves, and they're all in the cabin in the middle of a snowstorm, and they slowly investigate what happened to the lodgers. Obviously, we can't spoil it. It's a great film. They put the director's cut on Netflix. It's like 4 episodes. It's like 3.5 hours long.
I can see it being that long
because that's the original. It's unedited, basically. It has everything, and I'll say.
Well,
watch the movie normal first before you watch the extended cut. I'll phrase it like
it'll
that.
make more sense.
Yeah, because if you watch the extended, it's very detailed and it makes sense of the materials there. But to people that are just like, okay, let's just watch the movie, I can see why it would make them bored.
I can see that though,
because it's like another 40 minutes of content basically.
But like, I just like stuff that makes you think. Like maybe you can't just understand it after seeing it once.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not even twice. Like you have to
yeah.
Those are the types of movies I would buy because it forces me to watch it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to The Loft. It's a great movie.
Never seen it.
It's actually really good.
What is it about?
I think it's 4 or 5 dudes all pitch in and they share a loft because one of them is an architect and he builds this nice loft.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have it in the blue plans or blueprints.
Yeah,
the blue plans.
I know what you mean.
Jazz hands. But and so technically it doesn't exist. So it's not even under any record or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they all pitch in and they all get a key. And so basically what it's about whether they're single or married, they can go there and whatever they do there, their wives will never know.
Oh, geez. I was about to joke, is it a film about guys going to the woods together? But it literally is, it sounds like.
Not in the woods. It's in the city.
Oh, it's in the city.
Yeah, so he literally built this building, and he has a loft there, but it's just not recorded. It's not registered. There's no rent. There's no nothing.
That's intriguing.
Yeah, so that way there's no way their wives could track him.
Huh.
Yeah, so
Never heard of that.
Just to set the scene, they all have a key. No one else has keys. And so one guy shows up in the morning, and there's a body of a girl in the bed.
Oh,
and so then it's just like they can't go to the, like, because they don't want their wives finding out, but at the same time, they're freaking out. They have to figure out who did it.
Oh,
why
that's
is she
awesome.
there?
I mean, not awesome, but like I like that concept.
It's so good. Like, it's so suspenseful, and it was on Netflix for a time. I don't think it is anymore. That's where I saw it was on Netflix. But I even wrote, I had to do like a film, like study or something for one of my classes. I even used that movie as the example, and it was just, it's just very well done. It's got the main character from Prison Break. It's got the doctor from Star Trek, who's in The Boys, the Prime show. It's got just a lot of actors.
3 stars.
It's got 3 stars, but trust me,
2014.
It's good. Yeah.
Oh, these guys look semi-famous. I recognize these guys already.
Yeah.
The cast, Carl Urban. Yeah, Vincent Stevens.
I guess, honestly, I think, like, the reason it probably has 3 stars is because, like, people don't like the idea of, like, guys, like, getting together and making, like, a whole room and elaborate plan of how to cheat. But it's definitely, it's, like, just the whole suspenseful story of them trying to figure it out and stuff. It's good.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Sorry, I was just reading the whole cast and looking at the people. I recognize, like, all these people. That's cool. I've never heard of the movie, though. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, that was an interesting little side note, just talking about a movie. But
It's
hey,
a good movie.
That's going to be us in October. We're going to be talking about horror movies constantly.
That is, I'm actually looking forward to, like, what
Yeah.
villain you'd want to verse. Definitely not Freddy Krueger.
Oh, I would be Ghostface.
Freddy Krueger, I would lose.
Oh, are you talking about, like, which one you wouldn't want to go up against?
If I had to go up against one, I don't know who it would be, but I definitely know it wouldn't be Freddy Krueger, because, like, sleep is vital. And also, you can't kill someone in a dream. You can, but it's a dream.
Well, the thing is about Freddy is that you have to acknowledge you're not scared of him.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I'm
gonna be scared of him.
Okay, I don't want to talk about horror, but we're talking about it real quickly. Every villain in any horror movie has a weakness, and the weakness is stated by the survivor girl or the final finale closer person. It doesn't matter. I've done extensive research on horror movies because I directed one over the summer.
That's really cool.
I
worked over the summer.
Yeah, and I did too, but I did other things.
I did other things. I can't say I'm on air, but I did other things.
Yeah, and everyone has weakness. Freddy Krueger's weakness is that he cannot stand not making people afraid. And so that's why his vision, like the vision of Freddy Krueger, disappears for a long time between movie times. It's because people don't bring it up, and then someone sees a newspaper clipping and think, oh, Freddy Krueger's back, and he comes back. He's like a myth. And then same thing with Jason Voorhees.
That's the thing, though. It's just like, how do you convince yourself you're not scared of a guy that's trying to kill you?
Because you know his weakness. You know, I realize I can be not afraid and make him disappear.
Anyway, we'll save this for October.
Yeah.
We don't want to dive into this because I can keep going. But
horror
yeah,
movies are fun.
Hmm?
Horror movies are fun.
Horror movies are fun.
Yeah. They're the most fun to make, and they're the most low budget.
And it shows.
And what?
It shows the low budget.
Oh, it shows. I said, and it shows. Like TV shows called It. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's a thing?
Cousin It from the Addams Family.
Oh, yeah, that is a thing.
I remember I used to think the Addams Family was a horror film until I saw the Addams Family.
Same. Like
just,
as a kid.
Just because the way it's presented, yeah.
Yeah, I watched like the modern movie when I was a kid, and there's a scene where the girl with like black hair, the young girl, I don't
Wednesday,
know.
yeah.
Her name's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't watch the show, but
I don't remember her brother's name. I just remember Wednesday was funny.
Yeah.
And Cousin It, because Cousin It was a legend.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's on a dock, and it's summer camp, and she's wearing all black as always.
Yeah.
And this little blonde girl is standing next to her, and she's all giggly and happy. And they said, all right, let's try swim partners. Let's say your partner is drowning. What do? Go dive after him. And he pairs up Wednesday and the giggly blonde girl. And the blonde girl goes, oh, yeah, I can save me. I'm a good swimmer. I'll pretend to drown. Bye. And then she jumps in the water. And she waits, and she's like waiting under the water. And then Wednesday's like, I can't swim. And it cuts to the girl, and the girl's dead. The girl drowns.
I'm dead. I forget. I haven't seen it in a while. I do remember the summer
How
camp.
was that a kid show?
I don't know. I do remember the hand.
The hand,
Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. I remember the sequel had the widow, like the widower or whatever, like where she'd like marry a dude.
Yeah,
kill him,
and then he
take all of his money.
and tried killing him.
And then she tried killing him so many times.
I remember
like
that
the butler
episode.
or whatever, or the brother or whatever. And
That's
he
the
just
only
didn't
one I
die.
remember.
It was just like
She dropped like a toaster in his mouth or something.
she dropped a toaster in the bathtub.
No, a lamp. She dropped I remember it wasn't a toaster. She dropped a lamp because when it electrocuted him, he like the whole room goes black,
he
and then
came
it
up
cuts
with
the
the
light bulb in his mouth, and it's on. The light bulb is on. He's just smiling at her like, "I like you."
He's like, ooh.
Because she tries killing him, and that's morbid, and they love morbid. That's the Addams Family for you.
Yeah.
Lightest clap, not clap. Just finger snap.
It sounds like a baseball game. Kind of.
It does a little bit. That show is dark. So if you are the kind of parents that like to show Nightmare Before Christmas every single week to your children, then that would be a good show.
Another
to watch.
underrated one is definitely the Halloween one. Jack, the pumpkin something. Or maybe it's not pumpkin something.
Jack the Pumpkin King.
Yes.
From Nightmare Before
Yes.
Christmas, the movie I just said.
Is that actually Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry.
As I was like, what do you? I was just talking about that.
I was like,
what do you?
it's got the boogeyman in it.
It's like, oh, I love the Avengers. Like, oh, I don't like the Avengers, but I do like this cast of heroes. One guy has like a shield, but I think he's like Captain Canada, and there's this guy he's made of
He's got like a moose head on.
Yeah, he has like there's a man made of tin. He call him Tin Man, and like there's like, do you mean the Avengers? Yeah, that. He's like,
no, I meant Yellow Brick Road. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Tin Man.
Anyway, that was.
I told you I'm not good with names. Like I human names.
Anyway,
I swear.
your phone is the loudest. It's crazy.
And I still ignore people's messages.
Yeah, totally. No, but Nightmare Before Christmas. You were talking about that.
Yeah, that was good.
That's all.
That's all that ends up.
That's all you meant to say. I just mocked you for like 2 minutes, and you're like, "Yeah, that's what I meant."
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I think it's okay. I don't go out of my way to watch it though. I will go out of my way to marathon Harry Potter like once a year.
My
My
parents do that. My whole family does it. They watch marathon Harry Potter. I do like the Harry Potter movies, like everyone does. But my family is like the ultimate fans, and it's like
everyone always says they're the ultimate fans of Harry Potter. You know what I see every single time I see those people? They're all just equally crazy. They're all
my family is crazy. Yeah.
No, like I'm dead serious. Like a lot of people are like, I'm a crazy Harry Potter fan. Like I believe you because you're the same as that family right there, and that family over there, and that family over there.
They've read all the books. They watched all the movies. I've only watched the movies. I've never read the books.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read the books.
I read
the Hunger Games books. Yeah. That was amazing. Watched the movies. I was highly disappointed.
I only watched the first Hunger Games movie.
I think Jennifer Lawrence is overrated as an actor.
Wow, that was a heavy head bob by you. I think she's overrated.
That's one of the reasons well, obviously they didn't show blood either in the movie, which I just thought was disappointing.
Yeah, because in the book it's awesome.
It's vicious too.
Yeah.
A girl got killed by bees or wasps or something.
Yeah, and there's in the scene, you know the dogs in the movie?
She shot an arrow into a dude's throat. Like it's like, where's that?
Yeah, and in the book, so you know the dog scene?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are made of dead human body parts.
Yeah.
They're like zombie human hybrid dogs.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
And the way...
the young black girl that dies.
Yeah, the way Rue died, but the person that was also from District 11.
Yeah.
The guy who got killed by the dogs.
Yeah.
I picked him as a sleeper pick to win. That was just me. I was highly disappointed. The movie didn't show him any... didn't give him any screen time, and I was just disappointed. Anyway,
I heard the movies were eh.
They saw the first one. Highly, yeah, they really were. And that's another thing. I know Jennifer Lawrence. Everyone loves her because she's like, oh, I love food, you know, and like she's just such.
She's young.
She's such a normal celebrity to relate to. Okay, whatever. Her best film was X-Men, where she didn't talk. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
Yeah, the hate is real.
Whoa, you really don't like her that much, and it's not because
I've seen Silver Linings Playbook. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's amazing. You know who's not amazing?
Wow, you really don't like Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, Matt Damon. I just have actors. There's so much love, and I just don't get it.
I can't think of. Amy Schumer. I hate Amy Schumer.
I like Amy Schumer.
What?
Not extensively, but I think
she's a joke stealer. Sorry, she's a parallel thinker.
Does she actually steal jokes?
Have you not seen that? Go to YouTube and look up Amy Schumer parallel thinker, and there's this whole compilation of her stealing jokes from TV shows and other comedian stand-up specials, and it's uncanny. It's literally word for word stolen joke.
The movie I just automatically think of when I think of Amy Schumer though is Bridesmaids. Was she in?
I forgot. Was she in that movie?
Yeah, she was. Right.
I saw the movie once because everyone told me to see it.
It's coming out of me like lava. That's Amy Schumer, right?
No, that's not Amy Schumer.
Who's that?
That is. Oh, I forgot her name. She plays Sean Pence in SNL.
She played.
Her name's on the tip.
She was also with Sandra Bullock in that one movie.
Yeah, I feel bad because she's actually a great.
See, okay, so I was mixed up.
Great actor.
That lady I like. I think she's actually really funny.
It's Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, so Melissa McCarthy I really like.
Yeah,
I think she's
like
actually
Melissa
funny.
McCarthy
Amy
too.
Schumer, I don't actually know
who that is. Hold on, I'll show you. I think you know who Amy.
I know who it is. I know, like I've heard Amy Schumer because she was really popular for a little bit.
That's Amy Schumer. That chick. What is she in? She's a comedian. She's in a lot of movies and stuff.
I've seen her before.
She's in Trainwreck, I Feel Pretty, and Snatched.
What is Snatched?
It was a comedy, quote unquote, movie where her and her mom are on vacation, they get kidnapped, kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but Trainwreck is the movie she's known for most because it's with Bill Hader. It's kind of like a comedy.
I do like Bill Hader.
I love Bill Hader.
I love his HBO series.
Yeah. But no, Amy Schumer steals jokes. It's messed up.
Wow.
Look it up. I'm not even kidding you. Look it up on YouTube. If you look up Amy Schumer stolen jokes, there's like a 10+ minute compilation of every joke she's stolen, or at least some jokes, and it's uncanny.
Well, shout out to you, Melissa McCarthy. You know, I'm sorry I mixed you up with Amy Schumer. But,
yeah. Melissa McCarthy, you're actually awesome.
I actually like you, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Sorry
really
for the confusion.
It is coming out of you
side.
like lava. Yeah.
I
also thought I didn't know Robin was a bird.
Oh my gosh, Batman and Robin, really?
Robins aren't green or yellow or have middle sticks. Why? In what way does he symbolize a robin? I don't get it.
Robins are red.
He has like a red cape. Like that's it.
No, he doesn't have a red cape. He has a green cape. No.
What?
Wait. Oh, I'm thinking of alternative. I'm thinking of alternative Robin. Alternative Robin has the green vest and the red cape, and then
I'm thinking of Teen Titans Robin is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, that's different.
Teen Titans is a great show.
Oh, great show. We are actually out of time.
Really?
5 minutes until 10. Another show comes in after this. I don't know who the show is, but I would give him a shout out if I knew.
Do you want to plug us again real quick?
Yes, of course. This is KUGR Studios here on the Pullman campus.
Hey.
Monroe Hall, up on the 3rd floor. If you want to leave comments, make sure to do so. We'll gladly read those. If you have questions or comments or anything you want
topics
to discuss,
you want us to cover,
exactly.
We are there.
We are there. Just post on our Facebook. KUGR.com is the official one. We will get our own Morning Breath Twitter and Facebook handle started very soon, probably within the next
independent
this week.
Strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you going to keep going?
I was just adding some ad libs.
Independent, strong, illegal, safe. ISIS. No, that's terrible. No, anyway, thank you for tuning in.
What an outro.
I know. What a terrible. We're terrible at intros and outros. Actually, no, intros are good. It's just we never record them.
Anyway, this has been KUGR's Morning Breath Show. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, this is Ty Eklund and Bryce Nelson as always. Let's go back to the tunes.
See ya. Bye.